Good evening, my name is Garrett and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Smokehead. This is Rum Rebel coming in at a 46% ABV, no age statement. So full disclosure, I reached out to their distribution company here in the United States and asked if I could have something to review. They said sure. They sent me over this, so keeping full disclosure there. So I'm a big fan of Smokehead. I've done their high voltage and their single malt. I think they're both fantastic bottles, especially at the right price points. This one takes Scotch, a smoky Islay Scotch, and puts it into a rum cask. Now I'm curious how well a rum cask and a Scotch can go together, especially being that smoky peatiness to it. So I'm excited to get into this one. As always, we're going to be trying it two different ways. First way, neat, no ice, no water. Second way, we'll add a drop of water, see what changes up. As always, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of good stuff. And if you're interested in some of their other products, they'll be linked up above and down below. But yeah, I really enjoyed High Voltage. It's probably been one of my more favorite unknown distillery scotches out there. And I think that they do a great job. And I can find this at like my Total Wines, and it's been on my list to pick up, but I just so happen to be very lucky that their distribution was like, yeah, sure, you can review this. The last one I need to do that's pretty accessible is their sherry cask, and then they just released a tequila and a stout cask finish. Now those aren't available here in the United States, but you can damn well bet as soon as they are, I'm going to try to get my hands on them. It's a really dark Scotch. Like, that is really dark. I love it. Well, let's go for notes. Oh, that'll get that. Oh boy, that'll get you there. Oh, God, that is smoky. Smoky peaty, but sweet. The rum cask really did an impact on this. Oh, you get like the banana sweetness from the rum. I wonder how dry those casks were if a little bit of rum was left like on the wood in there. Holy crap. Oh, that is so good. I am a smoky peaty Scotch fan, obviously. But the uniqueness of that rum cask is taking it to another level. So I'm going to try to break it down to be a little more precise here. Right from the get-go, you do get the earthy peatiness, the very smoky element going on. Very much like a campfire smokiness. Then you get this right behind it, like you don't even get time to stop thinking about the smoky peaty. This big waft of sweet fruits from the rum cask are showing up. Banana, maybe a little coconut sweetness. That bit of dark molasses is showing up. It is really prevalent in this. Wow. I am shocked on how much that rum cask is really fighting with a smoky peaty Scotch. A little bit of citrus in there, a little bit of spice, but definitely banana is showing up in here. If you wanted to make it more simple, I'd say just a nice tropical nose. But it's beautiful. It's like a deserted island of fruits is on fire. I think that's a good way to put it. Like you had a nice, ooh, look at the nice little scene of an island and palm trees, and now it's on fire. Oh, that is great. I'm excited. So let's go for taste. Ooh, yeah. That is different. Ooh, there's coconut. I'm getting coconut. Oh, boy. I would never have expected. Oh, it's going nice ashiness here at the end, too. I'll walk us through this. Don't worry. I'm just shouting out things that are popping in my head because this is unique. For an Islay Scotch, this is unknown territory for that stuff. You get the earthy peaty, and then nice bellowing of smoke here. And then it goes into this beautiful tropical. Coconut is showing up, a bit of fruit sweetness, a little bit of dark molasses is showing there too. And then it rounds back out with a nice hefty oak, but that dirt and the earthiness is really prevalent. And then there's an underlying bit of ash in there. The ashiness is going to be a little different than some people for Islas, depending on what part of scotches you've gotten into. It's a heavier, almost like the next day where you have all the ashes and embers going on for a campfire. The ashiness that's all down in there. It kind of reminds me of that kind of like I came by and maybe walked by it too fast, or I clapped my hands and some bit of ashes kind of jumped up. That's what it's reminding me of. That is unique. I love that the coconut comes through. To me, it is as plain can be. Coconut. It's not super sweet. And when I call it these other flavors, don't get that wrong. The Isla part of this is really dominating, which is, it's a scotch. It's going to. The heavy peat, smoke, earth, ash. Those are your dominating flavors. You really have to kind of dig a bit deeper to find the fruitiness that is really coming across. Those dark sugars, that coconut, and other fruit notes. They're not super on the surface, but they're there if you go looking for them. Yeah. I've always wondered what would happen with a rum cask, and I don't know very many that are dancing in that area that I've, at least, again, the only other one that I've had, which I haven't opened yet, is the Ardbeg Drum. They use rum cask in that. I haven't pulled myself to open it yet. I might have to do an A-B comparison with this one. And you can damn well bet we're going to be doing some A-Bs between this and their other offerings soon. So keep an eye out for those. Let's add a little bit of water, see what changes up. Now, under most circumstances, adding water to a smoky peaty scotch makes those smoky elements dissipate a bit. So I'll be very curious, especially because of how sweet the rum notes were coming across. What's going to happen here? Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Let's go for notes. Oh, yeah, that's just beautiful sweetness now. Shut up. You get a bit of ashiness in there, but the rum sweetness is really jumping up. A little bit of burnt sugar. That peat is definitely there. Bit of earthiness. The ashiness. Coconut, banana is still showing up. That's beautiful. This is a sweeter version of this. If this was too powerful for you, and maybe you're not big into smoky scotches, add a little bit of water, and you really wake up those fruity notes. You're still going to get Isla. It doesn't change it into a rum or something super sweet on the nose, but it is sweeter. I like that too. All right, let's go for taste. Yeah. Drink's a little more simple, obviously. A little ashy, a little fruity. The burnt sugars that I was getting is still kind of showing up. The sweetness is definitely showing up. Not as much fruit sweetness, more of just a nice little simple sweetness going on. Honestly, this is actually how I kind of expected this one to go. It's kind of like, oh yeah, this is nice and simple, nothing too crazy. Honestly, this is just as good. It is different. There's no metallic or off notes or ABV on the taste. That smoke dissipating brings out a bit of earthiness. That underlying ashiness is still there. The fruit sweetness is showing up a bit. That bit of burnt sugar is showing up from the rum cask. And it just rests on the palate really well. Especially for an Isla, that bit of ashiness is just like ashing kind of raining down and landing on a surface. Just kind of nice and light. It's not going to overtake anything else going on, but there's definitely that layer there and you can definitely taste it. I love what the rum cask has done with this one. To be honest, there's always going to be two things that you're going to win me over on any kind of casks. One of those is rum casks. I love rise and rum casks. Anything done in a rum cask, you've got me halfway there. The other thing is sherry cask. I'm a big Pedro Jimenez sherry fan. What that does to a whiskey is phenomenal. And I know they're more expensive casks that use PX sherry, but boy, oh boy, from my experiences, it's an amazing experience. I'm going to go back to the neat version real quick. That is so good. I love the smoky element. I love the deep, rich fruits going on in that one. All right. Let's talk about market price, because we all know market price is market price and it's always going to vary. Actually, in my market, I can usually find this for about $80. And it was on my buy list for 2023. I was going to pay the $80 for it. And after tasting it, I have no problems paying $80 for this. Hell, there's a few websites posting this like as low as, let me double check before I make a move, 84, 89. They're overseas in Europe, it was like $55. $55 for this? Buy it. Hell, again, at $80, I think this is a unique enough cask. It gets a thumbs up to me. Now, I wouldn't pay $100 for it. I don't think it's quite worth that. But at $80, it's a worthwhile grab, because I just feel like those flavors are coming across so well that it was a worthwhile adventure to put this into a rum cask and really have some fun with it. It gets a big thumbs up for me. I'm definitely going to keep this on the shelf. So when this is empty, I will be buying another one, because it's just that damn good. I want other people, especially people that are interested in Islay, to try this, because this showcases what you can do with a rum cask and a peated scotch. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Smokehead Rum Rebel. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirit I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might